there were other things that happened yesterday, both from a betting perspective and a just real life football perspective, that really pissed me the F off. Femi was very upset with me yesterday. Femi sat next to me for a good portion of time. And after the Tennessee Titans game ended, Femi, what could I not stop talking about?
The Tennessee Titans game.
And to the point that Femi just turned to me at one point and actually went, and I think he was being serious. He said it because he's such a nice guy and new to the show. Well, he said it with a smile on his face, but basically the intent of it was, hey, Nick, like, enough already. Like, we lost on the game. I don't want to hear it anymore. Let's move on. And to be fair, he's not wrong. Also, to be fair to me, I woke up this morning. I did not get myself a gun. If I had, I would have been, who knows. I woke up this morning, and the first thing I thought about was not my 4-month-old daughter, who I haven't seen in 6 days. Haven't seen my wife in a week, didn't think about her. Not first thing in the morning, no. I thought about Will Levis and the end of that game yesterday with the Titans and the Bears. Will Levis puts mayonnaise in his coffee. Will Levis eats bananas with the peel on. He's a freak. And not in like the way like a fun freak where you would say, oh, you see like that girl walking over, she's a freak. Like, we like those kinds of freaks. Those freaks I like. I'm a Greek freak. I like those freaks. No, Will Levis is the type of freak that you look at and say, I don't want to be next to this person. The guy pouring mayonnaise in his coffee. But you know what? We're willing to look past these things. And also, Will Levis had a video released this offseason. Maybe he is a freak, actually, in multiple ways.
Alex Orgy?
Yes, maybe. So, we're willing to look past. Look, the NFL, there's a great, I don't know who said it, there's a great line, like if Hannibal Lecter ran fast, like the NFL would draft him in the first round and look past the cannibalism. Like, if Will Levis wins the bet yesterday, I don't care about the mayo, I don't care about the banana, I don't care at all. Like, win me my bet, you idiot. Don't be, he's a jackass. Titans head coach Brian Callahan, this is legit a real quote, told the media today, if we had punted on 1st and 10 every drive in the second half, we would have won against the Bears. What an indictment of your starting franchise quarterback. We should have punted on 1st and 10. We would have won.
He's not wrong.
Instead, here's Will Levis. And it wasn't just the pick six. We'll get to that. How about Titans up with a chance to put the game away at 17-3? Has Calvin Ridley wide open down the sideline for a touchdown and underthrows him. It looked like I threw the pass. Underthrew him by like 20 yards. Next play, blocked punt touchdown. Like, game over if Will Levis does his job for the Titans. We win. We win our bet. Instead, blocked punt going the other way. Is the blocked punt Will Levis's fault? Yes. Yes, it is. And then the pick six, where it's one of those moments where he's falling down and the ball's in his hand and like your life flashes before your eyes. And you don't see a football in Will Levis's hand. You see your bank account. And he's throwing your bank account to Tyreek Stevenson. And Will Levis, in that moment, I give him credit. He's self-aware enough to know what a loser he is. He drops to his knees and does an on-field surrender cobra as the game is going on. He knows he stinks. Did you know that the Chicago Bears yesterday are the first team in NFL history to win a game in which they trailed by at least 17 points and had less than 150 yards of offense? The Bears averaged 2.9 yards per play and won by 7. Brian Callahan should have punted every 1st and 10. We would have more money now today if he did that than if he let Will Levis play quarterback. And let me ask this question in all seriousness. If Mason Rudolph played quarterback yesterday for the Tennessee Titans, do they win the game?
Yes.
There's no question. Think about it. I don't even think Mason Rudolph is good. That's an anti-Will Levis take. So, mayo in the coffee, banana with the peel, pick six while falling down, no brain cells. Will Levis, absolute slab. We got to get to. There's one other semi-decent one in terms of length. Got to talk about my New York Football Giants.
Ooh.
With the train wreck combo of Joe Shane, the GM, and the head coach, Brian Daboll. Listen, I mean this sincerely. I don't blame Daniel Jones. He's horrible. Like, he's never been that good. Like, it should not surprise anyone that Daniel Jones pissed down his leg yesterday. Like, Daniel Jones looked like he was splunking, like skipping passes off the ground, like he's trying to skip a rock across a lake. Like, this guy gets paid $40 million a year. He's not even close. Look, it's not his fault. If the Giants wanted to pay me $40 million a year to piss down my leg and be terrible, I'd sign the contract too. And how about this also? When you think about like the New York Giants organization here in Giants 100, what a joke that is. Hashtag Giants 100. Do you think about Eli Manning or Lawrence Taylor or Bill Parcells or Phil Simms or George Martin or Harry Carson or Tiki Barber or Plaxico Burress or Tom Coughlin or Wellington Mara? Do you think about that when you think about the Giants? Or do you think about the fact that they haven't been able to protect the goddamn quarterback in a decade? Every year, the offensive line's terrible. It doesn't matter what they do. They bring two new starters in from the Raiders and the Raiders. Did I miss this? Were the Raiders last year the 91 Dallas Cowboys that they had to go get the Raiders offensive line coach and the whole right side of their offensive line? How'd it go yesterday? Daniel Jones running for his life. I'm not making excuses for him. He's terrible. I don't care how bad the line is. Daniel Jones can't play. But I don't blame Daniel Jones. I blame the people that put him in this position. Howdy doody general manager Joe Schoen. Like, I honestly, I liked Hard Knocks. Now I hate it. Because this howdy doody moron, like cosplaying as like the main character in a TV show with that stupid smile, just building a terrible football team. Wow, great job, buddy. Like, great draft pick with Jalen Hyatt. Can't even get on the field. That's awesome. Other young players. Evan Neal can't see the field. Great top 10 pick. That's fantastic. The Daniel Jones extension. Wow, great job. You know what? He deserves the chance to pick a new quarterback next year. And then there's Brian Daboll. I like Brian Daboll after year one. Does anyone think Brian Daboll did a good job yesterday as the play caller for the Giants? Here's your answer. No Ozempic. Well, but look, he lost all that weight, right? It's great. Like, he was a fat slob, and now he's skinny. Wow, that's awesome. You know what I think after that performance? Maybe he should eat a couple bacon cheeseburgers. Get him the French fries. Skinny Brian Daboll's brutal. What the hell was this yesterday? Like, second consecutive season opener where you are you've got no chance. You get embarrassed. They're not even close. It's not like they lost to the Vikings but played well. They were embarrassed by Sam Darnold at home in the home opener in the first game of hashtag Giants 100, wearing red uniforms that look like it came out of my you-know-what in the toilet here at Mandalay Bay. Like, it just can't be. There are stupid Giants fans out there. They're like, oh, it's not Daniel Jones' fault. They can't protect him. Like, your brain cells work, man. Like, you think this is acceptable? Like, if this is what it's going to be this season, and I fear that it is, if this is what it's going to be, they both have to get fired. Like, they don't get the chance to come back. Like, there have to be consequences for actions. Like, if you're a parent, right, and your kid does something that they shouldn't do, if you don't punish them, they're going to keep doing it. Consequences are important. Like, should Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll get to pick a new quarterback and stick around for a fourth year after putting this team on the field in year 3? You answer that question for me. I'm done. I'm sick of it. I'm going to start calling them Brian Schoen. It's a terrible combination. Daboll and Schoen, absolute slaps. And Daniel Jones, I mean this, buddy. I don't blame you. It's not your fault. How about last one here? And it takes on added. I was going to do David Tepper, but I don't think we have enough time for that train wreck. Throwing drinks on fans. Here's Bryce Young, short, slow, and can't throw. Let's draft him number 1 overall and trade a bunch of picks to do it. Great job. Like, go and like get into it with a restaurant maitre d' because of like a plaque they have outside. Yeah, this guy seems like really well adjusted. Like, he's a billionaire. Like, are you enjoying yourself, David Tepper? Like, are you having fun right now with this, one of the worst teams we've ever seen? God. But I want to close slap, with the $230 million fraud and predator for the Cleveland Browns at quarterback, Deshaun Watson, who continues to be exposed as a fraud, who can't massage his way out of bad situations on the field. And the rub with Deshaun Watson, it's over. It's over for Deshaun Watson. And now with this latest lawsuit, like, what's, in all seriousness, like, I know that Jimmy Haslam wanted Deshaun Watson and they gave him this contract. Like, it can, enough. What's stopping you from starting Jameis Winston this weekend? They start Jameis, I might be into the Browns on Sunday, more into the Browns than I am now on the road at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Deshaun Watson, terrible. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. You hate to see it. Or maybe you really like to see it. And that's the first teaser slap of the NFL season. Did you like it?
I loved it.
What was your favorite?
The Levis freak part. I almost lost it.
Like he puts mayonnaise in his coffee. Like he's
not the kind of freak we want.
No. There are freaks that I'm very into. Will Levis, if he had won the game, I'd be into it, I guess. But he lost, so I'm not.